Hello traders, this is Rich for tradesight. This is a look at our proprietary scans for the market leading stocks. This is going to be for the coming session. This is going to be for Tuesday, May 14th, 2013. We had a bit of a gap down this morning that was recovered. Market pivoted and tried for higher prices, but ultimately settled down in the area of the previous close on Friday in most stuff. So that's just kind of keeping stocks in check here without really having a good overall market bias one way or another. We've got a couple of volume bumps here. We've got a volume bump in EA. Didn't follow through to the upside. Actually started falling off, and that's 2% below the day's open. We do have a differential sell signal in Biogen, which is very extended, BIIB. That's about 2% below the day's open on a decent amount of volume. We've also got a differential sell in BlackBerry, and Netflix is flirting with one as well. Netflix had a strong day, but pulled off the day's high a bit, about 4.5% above the day's open, but decently off the close. Looking at the financials, a little bit better for sale here, but not definitively so. American Express is flirting with the downside CPS signal, but it's not on any kind of a volume bump. Differential sell signals in Goldman Sachs, ICE, NYX, and also Wells Fargo. So those moves could be getting a little bit long in the tooth here. As far as the energy names go, a couple of downside signals. We've got one in BP and BTU. Those are both of the CPS variety. Just want to point out here, the BTU is going to have a very negative candle on the day. It's 3% below the day's open, so that's going to have a real smack on the chart as far as that goes. CHK traded above average volume but doesn't have a signal. Closed the day about 1% above the day's open, so that had a strong session. Got a camouflage buy signal in RIG and also ExxonMobil that I'm going to carry over for tomorrow. The generals, again, fairly well paired off here. We've got an upside differential buy signal on Best Buy that does have good volume with it. It's about 200% of the typical volume. No other real volume bumps here. We do have a nice little signal here in the Dow. We've got a camo and a differential signal as well. Downside, we've got McDonald's, 3M, and Pfizer all sporting differential sell signals. Housing, not really seeing too much here. This is kind of benign. We do have a differential sell signal in the DHI. It did have a fairly strong day, up 1%, but pulled considerably off the day's high. Some of these shippers are a little bit weak. Dry ships and FedEx are both indicated with downside CPS signals. UPS has an upside signal today. Here's where the bias kind of gets one-sided. It's in the commodity patch. We've got downside CPS signals in a lot of the names. You can see them all up there. If you take a look at the open-close deviation column, we've got a lot of weak numbers in here. U.S. Steel, which is highly volatile, was 3.5% below the day's open. Mosaic, 2.5% below the day's open on a volume bump. Also had a volume bump in Arch Coal, ACH. That one doesn't have a signal associated with it, unfortunately. Silver Wheaton does, and it traded decent volume. So the Silver Wheaton SLW is definitely one I'm going to carry over for tomorrow's watch list. Well, as always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.